Hello and welcome. Today we are at the South African State Theatre in Pretoria. We are here to honor the life of Ntate Solly Moholo, who passed away after a short illness, which then later transited into a stroke. We would like to honor the beautiful music that he has brought in our lives. He was the legend of traditional gospel music in South Africa and outside of South Africa. We have had beautiful and wonderful things said about him. He wasn't just a music icon, he was also a community builder. He changed the lives of people from military to shacks to even the underprivileged of people. And we would like to appreciate him as we have come here as Kasi Lifestyle all the way from Soshanguve. He was also our neighbor. And we continue to honor, we continue to appreciate, we continue with his music and appreciate him so much.
Dumelang guys, ka lebitso ke nna Tebogo Tsipa, and today re mo State Theatre. Re a celebrate here guys, re celebrate Solly Moholo because Munno he fought a good fight. He did.
Absolutely.
Ba bantši ba kgonne go bona lesedi ka ena, ba bantši ba kgonne go tswa o tshwana le košele ga ya re ke latlhile botsotsi, ba bantši ba latlhile botsotsi ba kgonne go dielo tse di right. So we appreciate this soul. It was a beautiful soul.
We absolutely do. Thank you so much, Ntate Solly Moholo. And we
Thank
also
you so
like
much.
to appreciate community, his fan base, everyone who came out here today. We would really like to appreciate your presence and the beautiful works that you speak of his life.
Thank you so much guys. Thank you.
Dumelang ba Kasi Lifestyle wa le dumedisang ke Mpho Sago ke tlo bolela ka boripana ka mokgwa o ke shumileng le the legend Solly Moholo.
Okay.
Go thomeng ha ka go bereka le Solly Moholo ke berekile le ena mo several albums e le nna ke reng ke a mo producer ke mo tsweletsa pele after matsapa kileng a ba mona a bophelo.
Okay.
So ya ba nna ke thomang ke re man since you are the legend of Zion Gospel and a national gospel artist, re ka se tlogele that talent ya no felela fela.
Yes.
Ka bona go le botlhokwa gore ke plow back for saying killing a se dira e le yana Solly Moholo sa gore a thuse some of the artists. Le nna ke le Mpho Sago ka re e re ke mo thuse gore ke mmuse back into the industry ka gore life at some stage sele ya se be right for Ntate Solly Moholo. Then ke hopola ebile ka nako ya COVID time
Okay.
ne re tsamaya le the South African National Defence Force.
Okay.
I have introduced him to the South African National Defence Force. Ebile ke bolela le nna ka se sebaka re o tlhokofala bjana re the ambassadors of the South African National Defence Force.
So le na le nako e kae le bereka ka mo maybe le
Yo.
thomile neng hapa?
Ke tsebile Solly Moholo ke sa tsena sekolo. It was early 90s mo e leng gore ha na starta the first project ya hahe. We were not very close,
Okay.
but ke ntse ke mo tseba ke fele ke ntse ke ya ko yena re fana maele bjalo. But where we started to work together, re berekile album ya SANDF featuring the president of the country e leng Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa ka mohare ha yona album eo. So ke nna ke le Mpho Sago, Orlando Pirates Choir, Solly Moholo and the Nkabinde Brothers. Re dira album ya SANDF under the Education Trust of Chief SANDF of the South African National Defence Force. Morero Moholo nna le Solly Moholo re le a re tseye bana ba masole a perishang in the line of duty re ba ise dikolong. Instead of SARS e tseye tšhelete ya rena, let's take this money and put it to the Education Trust of the South African National Defence Force gore bana ba ye dikolong.
No, that's good.
Eh.
That's good.
Eh.
So le tlhalentse le rata mmino wa sedumedi. ke ra nako e le thoma o kopana
Yeah.
le ena cause yena ke ntube a idile
I was writing some of the songs tsa Olisen Shuping.
okay
May his soul rest in peace. So I was working behind the scenes.
oh okay
Yeah, so lo wena o ka ba o ipotsa gore mara ke mang. I was working behind the scenes. So musically in and out, behind the scenes ne ke ntse ke le teng ke tsweletsa bjalo bjalo. Mo e leng gore Solly Moholo he re ntse re bereka some of the albums, he will need guidance coming from me. Gore mo, where do we go about even management at large, gore re bereka bjang. So le mo tripping ya hae ya mafello ya o ya Botswana ke le mo yena ka re I am not going lo ena ko Botswana, I'm not going to accompany you, so you can go. So ka make sure dilo tsa hae di in place.
di ba sharp
Then ke he a kopana le bolwetse bo bo kopana bo a kopaneng le bona go fitlhella a ba re shia mo lefatsheng. So ke le mphothosago pelo aka e utlwile botlhoko because le batho ba ba mponang ba re he ne re o bona o phela le Solly Moholo very
Yeah.
close. So he ba bona nna ba re le twinsi la hao le ile, how do you feel? It's obvious pelo aka e rotha madi a ke feel alright. I was very very close to Solly Moholo until the last day ha tlhokofala.
so mo di-question tša Solly Moholo ka ofela ke e feng e o e ratang
Go na le engwe e re ba mo kubile kerekeng. He re fela re ntse re tsamana le ela he re ntse re thora o kreile re utlweletse yona gore ba mo kubile kerekeng a re ke eng se le ba o kuba kerekeng ke re no, the message o leng ka mogare
yeah
it says a lot mo e leng gore batho mo dikerekeng ba kgetholla go checka gore o tsena kereke or bjang ge o tlhaetse ke mafu ba bang they will ask gore ne e le member wa kereke or bjang.
yeah
So ke nagana gore that message from that song ko ona o irang gore ke rata yona pinela ba mo kubile kerekeng.
okay no thank you so much re leboga nako ya gago
Ke leboga thata,
thank you
ke leboga.
Dumela mme,
le kae
re teng le kae?
re teng ntate ke mang
Solly Molepo.
Solly Molepo okay Solly Molepo ntate Solly Moholo le mo tseba bjang
Solly Moholo ke mo tseba santsane le Solomon Molokwane. Before he adopted the name Solly Moholo, ke kopane le ena ko Mathibe Stati, ne ke producer a group engwe ba re ke Bafana ba Kosha.
okay
Then those guys were not staying far from mo a dulang teng. Then he approached me a re sheba mana se ke na le artist ba re ke Nkosana wa Stocks and Stocks. Ke kopa o nthuse o introduce to the music industry because I always wanted to penetrate this industry but I was struggling
yes
to reach when now that you are there already o can choose. So
ne e le neng
it was I think in the early 90s. I can't remember which year exactly,
okay
but it was before 1994.
ke gala le mo musicing a kere
Ke kgale le mo musicing because of after fetsa producer Nkosana Stocks and Stocks, he did very well.
Wow.
A ba etsa bohlaba Believers.
yeah
From there he joined Masola Khotso,
okay
and then yeah, they did very well. That one was one of the biggest.
wow
Then from there he said to me, hey Mana, now I want to do my solo album. Can you please make arrangements or I need a bigger company.
okay
And I ke monka ke misa ko EMI.
yeah
All my benefits were that for every record company ne ke mo introduce ko one, ne ke thola something by bitsa override,
okay
which was a certain percentage like 2%
Yes.
for bringing him there. And then yeah, he ka mo isa ko EMI ke mo a ilatse a etsa yona ka tsatsi la bofelo album which sold I think about 800,000 copies. That was his biggest. And then I was behind marketing the album, making sure that it's secured. Yeah. From there the sky is the limit. But I know him before the wife, he met the wife and Lebana Bahai. Yes. So that's when he started to be called Solly Moholo ka first album ya. Because Nakwela Aliko Masola Khotso, he was still called Solomon Molokwane.
Okay.
Yes.
So today since well Mamotlele Memorial Service wa gagwe and le berekile le na for nako e telele.
Very, more than 30 years, more than 30 years. When I heard about his passing, in fact, before that,
Yes.
for him to be in Botswana, because I used to go to Botswana quite a lot.
Okay.
I used to talk to my friends. They were, when my friend is coming, the kopa le mo amohele, le mo tshware sentle. And then when I heard that he collapsed, I was a bit worried, but I thought he will recover. But when I heard about his passing, oh my God, especially ke bapala that track, I cried. I was alone in the car, I didn't want bana ba ka ba mpona. I cried quite a lot because of, we were so close. Because it's bana ba ka, ke tseba bana ba ele, le ka, yes, too much. And le ka lenyalo la hae, I was there. I was one of the people ba ne ba prepare lenyalo la hae, and I was one of the speakers because there's no way ke nna motho ke mo introduce like, yeah. And by then he was a big artist by then. Yeah. So I was one of the speakers. But I knew the entire family, from the father, the brothers, the sisters, the mother, the entire family. Definitely, the challenge, people were taking advantage of him because he was a kind-hearted person, very gracious. Now, he was donating a lot to the needy. I remember we went to one of the schools at the Tsaba na baba sa itekanelang, and I go teng a lo ba donatela the toys. Then when people heard that, now people were taking advantage of that. They used to come faking that they are needy, and Solly will always donate, all the way. He has never enjoyed his money. No, he never.
Because I understand the assignment very well.
It's like he was meant to do that.
Yes.
He was born and meant to come on earth and help the poor. Even that discoverer, certain people were faking, but he never stopped. He was continuing, and people were taking advantage. From the bottom of his heart, yes. Linda, there were times give her down financially.
Yeah.
Moholo, I need this, I need 5,000. He won't hesitate to help me with that.
No, thank you so much.
Ke a leboga. Le re leboga fela, but it's so difficult.
Yes.
Ke a leboga.
Modimo a le fodise dipelo.
Re tla fola, ma. Thank you so much. Thank you.
How do you feel about being given the opportunity to present and give him a dignified burial?
Well, for me, it's always goosebumps because I think the project is bigger than any individual because we are burying an icon. So obviously there's a lot of expectation that the family requires and also the nation. So yeah, I think it's a bit, I think if you've got passion, I think it makes it easier, but I think I'm ready to serve and it's going to be a long day and obviously looking forward to the Saturday coming, the funeral. So yeah, I'm excited and overwhelmed, but I think the man above is watching to say, you got this, you can do it.
Understood. So before given the opportunity to give him a beautiful send-off, have you ever come across his music? Has it ever impacted you and made a difference in your life?
Yeah, I think it did because it touched, how life is, it's, I was burying one of our role models in South Africa and his favorite song was that. So, and when we played it, it touched me. And I think there's a significant meaning. So for me, I think that, and also other music, he's got other music, that is, renowned in the world. But yeah, following his music, definitely I was, and obviously his soul must just rest in peace, Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you so much. And how can people get a hold of Cartel Group South Africa?
Well, Cartel Group, we are on socials. We also have www.cartelevents.co.za. We've got vehicles of working companies, but I think that one that stands apart to the rest is a Cartel Events because we do all these high state funeral, high level funerals. So yeah, I think if you go to socials, we're on social, we're on working our website, our TikTok, our working, all these Instagrams and that. Yeah, so you can catch us there. Yeah. So,
okay, great stuff. We are also impressed by the beautiful work and the wonderful work that the Cartel Group has done here. Please reach out to Cartel Group South Africa, as Mr. Tabisumtaung has said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back. And right now we're speaking to Mr. Butupi Malebia. He has a foundation with the late Ntate Solly Moholo. He's going to give us more information. Papa, foundation na lena ho tlile bang hore le thome?
Yeah, I think I lost 4 family members due to cancer, and then is then where I decided to invite Tate Solly Moholo. Then I get a foundation, and Saving Lives Foundation. Mo e leng hore ne re na le di-program tsa di-community re etsa di-awareness about this cancer. Every June month re etsa fun walk fun run mo e leng hore Department of Health ya tla ka all services ba rendera services to the people. Ntate Solly Moholo entertaina batho, and then ka September re etsa fun walk fun run e leng hore ke ra ke soccer tournament mo e leng hore 32 teams di atla di nna teng. And then beside that, Ntate Solly Moholo ka 2005 re startile project le mme Asnat Molekwa ene re bitsa gore ke tlala mo kotsing le Dr. Tladi mo e leng gore maikarolo a tlala mo kotsing ne lo visitela destitute families re ba provide ka di-food parcels, di-school shoes, di-sanitary towels, and then le go ahela batho dintlo mo e leng gore ne re bereka le di-stakeholders tse e leng gore ke tse di-different. And then beside that, Ntate Solly Moholo also na thusana le nna as a family friend. He re na le di-challenges ko di-familying, he was part of me, I was part of his family. Like lana banong ho na le the clip e a e rileng e leng hore na bua ka Professor Maluleka le nna Ntate Malebe hore batho ha ba buitse o khopela hore Ntate Malebe le Professor Maluleka ba bolele ka ena. And then beside that he re na le di-foundation, di-fund run le di-fanoko ne re sa batle tšhelete ya batho, ne re kopa batho gore ba re fe di-sanitary towels so that re nne le di-programs tsa gore re visitela various family members ba e leng gore bana bao ba tlhoka di-sanitary towels, ba bang re feleletsa e le gore re ya ko dikolong re fana ka di-sanitary towels, mo gongwe re ya mo di-NGOs re fana ka di-sanitary towels. Lane bano ha tlo tlhokofala ka event ya rona ya bofelo ya di-5 tsa October ne re biditse di-communities tsa ko rona ba e leng gore re tlo ba honora ba ba tshamekileng important role in our people's lives in different categories. You name your professors, your advocate, and the artist. So unfortunately his life was cut short, and then re solofetse gore le ena re tlatla re khona ho mo fa that award. But se se botlhokwa ke gore last year ka June o irile fanoko ya 6 kilometers, and he said to his team at least I've managed to win the race. I think this is my last race. A bua ka yona that award eo.
Understood, Ntate Malebe. As you can hear from Ntate Malebe himself, Ntate Solly Moholo said he mentioned last year in the June fun run that he has run his race. He was not only a traditional gospel legend, he was also a community builder. He was also saving lives through their foundation with Ntate Malebe. Thank you so much, Teddy. We really appreciate.
Thank you very much.
Right now, we are talking to Mr. Mike Lepera from Lepera Holdings. He was working with the late Ntate Solly Moholo, and he's going to tell us more about the work that they did.
Dumelang babugi baretsi gotle mo leleng koteng. Okay, Mike Lepera from Lepera Holdings. Dumela usaka.
Ashe papa.
Na I'm a promoter. Company yaka ira di promotions, ne? Sound and artist management. So kiberkilela with Solly, but then I wouldn't say kiberkilela with Solly as an artist. He became a parent to me. He became a mentor to me. Ne? I'm actually shattered, to be honest with you. Kiberkilela with Solly, mom musicing, kira the promotions of Solly Moholo. I remember back there kabo nakotabo COVID. Holobi ma na selo sokola babutle le bomputusago. So there's something that I'll actually miss ka Solly. I want a birthday le A1. Elo na sang kopela romela clip. I wanna no tla ba le letsatsi la Mother's Day because I lost my wife. And you'll send me a clip saying Happy Mother's Day. Nelin tate wa lerato a sa rate ditshele ele wa metlai anana le thabo mara a tse mmereko a serious. So go botlhoko fana.
And we continue to hear about the wonderful person, the wonderful man that Ntate Solomon Molekwane was in the community, amongst his friends, amongst the people that he worked with on a day-to-day basis. How he was so sensitive to an extent that he's never even missed your birthday. Condolences about your wife. He's never missed a birthday. He always took the initiative to just do the small things that actually make a difference in a person's life. And we continue to commemorate him. We continue to honor him for the work that he has done. Is there any last words? If he was here listening, what would you like to say to Ntate Solly Moholo?
Now that he's no more, I just want to say to him, wherever he is, my brother, my mentor, my legend, Abut Solly Moholo, Mike from Lepera Holdings here. Narrator konna arba kolokomba, ngasteleki utla datenya ba kolokomba. Ker may your soul rest in peace. Kalengwalola Ecclesiastes 9 verse 5 to 6.
Thank you so much. We have heard from a great friend. Thank you.
Dumelang babogedi re sa buile hape re mo memorial servicing wa Ntate Solly Moholo ke na le batlhanka ba botshepei ba bya tsamaya le bona a bereka le bona so re na le Rabza ka mo. How are you?
Thobela ke ena Rabza Phiri o tsamaya le ena Ntate Lepera re berekile le Solly Moholo khale ya nna Solly Moholo thomile re rekisa di cassette rekisa di cassette go bo Rustenburg go bo stationeng kwa rekisa di cassette le strike wa itse strike go pela tumele ka mo ba fe phone ba fe strike mo she ya strike mo she re berekile Solly Moholo khale o understand ya re berekile Solly Moholo khale Solly Moholo nrutile o rekisa di cassette o rekisa di CD ai ne itura rena tsa rena ne di chipile ya Solly Moholo ne itura e rekisa o tura e rekisa chipa re ena ha ke 100 rand na CD ka 100 rand ya re rekile Solly Moholo khale ra amo ya hae o robale ka khotso bontate Lepera le none se ba bereka le yena a ke se ya go bolela maka Ntate Lepera ne tse ba le nna ke berekile yena khale ka tswa mo yona ka lebella tse ding tsa mmino wa ka wa mapiano ko site ya ke te pushetsa mapiano wa ka makompo wa ka di house music pusha tsona ke tsala ka tswa mo tsona tsa bo Brasoli tsa re sa ke re no re sa tlo rekisa di cassette a so re rekisa di CD online wa bereka kwa online ya Rabza ka
go bole bjang o bereka le yena
bona
ke motho wa mokuta mang
Brasoli ne le motho wa itse ngwa o imamela le motho a sena ntshele wa understand ne le motho a sena ntshele motho wa o imamela le ka lonyalo laka Brasoli ke re ra deteletse go pele ke nyala ke Brasoli a tla nyakela khomo a re moruti tswantse re ke khomo moruti o ka re ka matlhakore batho ba tlotlala la palla go ja ya la palla go ja ka lenyalo laka ya le tse re bereka le yena monna o galboy okay yeah ke ne tse re ya Ntate Lepera ne tsa bereka le yena
Ya nna ke berekile le ena ampor go fitla go felong le le re na ana le someone ona mo manager currently house flatness ba re ntse nna le bona re le team A1 so re berekile ba botle le mafelelo ha tlo ya Botswana ne ke tshwantse ke tsamaile le yena unfortunately I lost my dad and then ya ba re nna ke akwa ka pallo go tsamaya le bona go Botswana
so ka experience le na le yona le o bereka le yena ka o fela ha lena ke molaetsa o mofeng o le ka o fang balapa
yo one thing for sure gore ke a itse gore family ya hae o ne a e rata thata ba latlhetswe ne ntwe e nnang ka e bonang ire ya gore ba re setseng gore o ka re ka tsweletsa legacy ya hae ko pele ra kgopela modimo a ka ithabela yes ne e leng tate wa lerato o na le batho ba bantšhi na sa kgethi kore ha ne ana le kore hona bana go o ka botsisa everyone you will be shocked everyone o berekelela botsotsi ne le motho wa lethabo wa lerato wa metlai mara ha di tla ka mo hara mmereko wa hae ha kena ka mo studiong na ba sira se ka tselengwe e makatsang kore ha yona ira pina e one na le tlo boella ko studiong wa ya until a khotsofala so he was a very loving man na ra tor ko nna mfonela a re ko nna ba kolokomba so ra re that word nga se like you so kile ntse ke utlwa go thwe o ko sepetlela I was praying every day no there was days mo ne ke kholo ya go Solly Moholo ko ntlong ke itse ra teng just to be there ke no ke re go ba tlhola ke se itse go irang and I hoped gore o tla bua a tso I was shattered ga ke tlo utlwa gore a botsole a sa le teng.
So ke feng favorite song ya ye o e ratang mo dikweseng tša gage ka moka?
Ke go na le e nngwe ya mafelelo ya launchiwa
Okay.
e mpša. Dipina tsa Solly ne ke di tshaba, ne di na le ntho ele ya gore ke tlhokofaletswe thata mo bophelong, ne ke feela like di na le melaetsa ya tlhokofalo.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know, I lost my parents, I lost my wife, I lost everyone in the family, people those two. So ha ne ke di utlwella, ne ke feela o kare wa bona. So ne ke
Le yena o ka re be ya bona tsela ya
yes, le ya gore bana ke nako ya ka e haufi. Ya melaetsa ya teng le sensitive for nna, to be honest.
So lena ye be le rata ke feng pina?
Nna ke thomile go rata pina tsa Solly Moholo kana ke a neng na yona e ya mpheletse 1999 yeah, and then ke a gale, so ke berekile le Brasoli from 2003 yeah 2003 until 2012 ke ntse ke bereka le yena, like a tlhalosa ko studio na rata actor pila Brasoli nna nya go iponang gare a actor wa bona. So dediswa mo lebele le mo di videong tsa hae wa actor, so and he was a good composer. That's
no mona le ya bina mo di
no
bina ka
motho.
lethabo
Yeah,
o rata
so,
ntho idea
modimo o file, modimo o tsere ka re ba lapa ba ka tshediseha ke tsela rena kaofela, so we are attached to his music. E kare the way family ba boletseng ba tla continue le legacy ya hae, modimo a ba tsheofatse le bona a ba fe matla ba tie in these trying times.
Rabza o rata pina e feng ya ga?
Na pina ya Brasoli le ke e rata ke latlhile botsotsi le ke reke ke ya tsena ha ke rata ka tsola ka bontsha lethabo ha ke rata ka tsola ka bontsha lethabo ke latlhile bogenza tsena tseo ke pina ya Brasoli ya mathomo, ke pina ya Brasoli ya mathomo re sa le ba banyane, ke pina ya Brasoli ya mathomo re sa le ba banyane, ke latlhile botsotsi re sa le ba banyane ba dlala thata go Motsweding FM ba dlala bona re sa le ba banyane. Ya ke Brasoli ya pina ya Brasoli before ke tlo bereka le yena, ke pina ne ke utlwa go radio before ke tlo bereka le Brasoli.
Okay,
Yeah, wa itse Brafaxa
Thank you so
much. Wa itse ke wa itse re na le re hodisitse I know tsena Brafaxa re shiftele tsena re shiftele ka pele Brafaxa ke keyboardist ke hola ile keyboardist ya Brasoli
le kae
ke hola ile keyboardist ya Brasoli a le tsa Brasoli keyboard ntate Faxa
ke tabe botse
yeah
le berekile ba le Solly Moholo
Hey,
go bole ba mo bereka le yana go le ba mo ba around yena
ba itse keng a ke makale di hit tsene di tswa mola ne di ntsha ke kopano ya memoya a monate berekile monate ebile le ona banong go latlhetswe pila go latlhegelwa go leng teng go ra gore ka mantswe a mang ke le ka go tlhalosa lebaka la gore berekisano ya rena ka mokgwa ebile nka teng ona lo bona o ka re ha o sa tna go bereka ka mokgwa kanting well tlan gore ka re san le teng re sa phela le ke se a re tla nna ntse re phela re itswe le tsa pele.
so le berekile le yena o fitlhella le no mo matšatšing a ha ya bofelo a senkile no tlogela
ne ntse re le busy ka album ya bofelo e ne ntse ile teng e ne ntse I promote ile side ya Botswana which is Setswanti release e se kgale ne ntse ile busy start to finish a ona album e ke sa e berekang le yena
le thomile bereka le yena ne
no sorry it eng net ke le bala le bitso la yona it's only one album but all albums start to finish with Solly Moholo
le thomile bereka neng kaofela
all right as Solly Moholo I guess yeah I think it's maybe 90 okay now Muziba starting from 90 something 91 ntse ke bereka le yena go before e ba Solly Moholo
ile Solly Molokwane
ile Solly Molokwane go fitlhella e ba Solly Moholo ke ntse ke le teng go fitlhella robala ntse ke na le yena
bjalo di challenge ke show di challenge tša ka mo tša ka mo mminong ke tše dintši
Yeah.
ge le tlhakana le tsona be le di-overcome bjang le le kao fela gore le feleletse gape ke sho tloa mathomong o fitlha no go bile le challenge tše dintši le di-overcomile jwa le kgonne bjang
ene re di-developa I think mo gong ke lerato la ntho ene re e etsa because if ne e se lona go na le tse dingwe ge di ka re di a iragala feleletsa gore a foka ke sa itsena but ka lerato leo ge re kopane no ka se re thibe ena no sena ntho e re palelang ai no sena ntho e re palelang wa itse nako nngwe go o ka re o re wa bolela o kry-a o ka re o felela ke mafoko it's because of tse dingwe tsa tsona o bona o ka re a di kgonagale ande di a kgonagala mara no sena ntho e re palelang ge re kopane a kere wa e bona re kopane yes too much mo gongwe re na le gore dilo re dira ka lebaka la tšhelete mara mo no e se lebaka la tšhelete ne le lebaka la ntho eo ga ka re ke na le ntho e so ke nyaka la ka re botsa gore ai gents ke tshwere ntho re tsena studiong a tse dintšhi ne di ema e le taba ya gore
na gapeletse
napile go tloa no o kora gore le tshwantse le gapeletse le tswelele pele ka mminong or le a o tlogela
no mmino ona re ka se o tlogele
le o tswelela pele ka ona
tlogele a kere bjanong go tswela pele ga ona go gantši legacy ya hae kana ntho engwe le engwe e na le sekolo ge ne re kopana tse re rutaneng ka tsona or tse ne re rutana ka tsona aowa ge ba ka re ke tlogetse ya maybe ke robala tlabele gore ke tlogetse mare ke sa phela ke nagana gore ke ntho e ke godileng ka yone e ke re ke a bereka ke ra moya ka ona mokgwa fela ene bjanong go ra gore re a shota pila re shotile o thoma go morago mare bjanong o ka re shota o ya pele go nyakega maatla fela a gore re gatelele go tswela pele because re ka tla ra felela ke maatla ra dula fela go na le mabaka a mantši a o deliver the message nna nka o deliver ka seletswa I am not a good singer but I can doesn't mean or I cannot sing it's just that I mean it's just instrumentalistic ke tlwaeleile ka yone ha ka re mmereko shu ke tsena ke mona a opela ena ke utlwelela that's why ke ra ona ntho e ka re palelang gore e ne e re palela re na le yena
no thank you so much re latlhegetswe ke no re a leboga
ro kgotlhella go fitlhella modimo a re fa gape maatla a o tswela pele kgotlhello
modimo a le fodiše dipelo re a leboga thank you so much
Oh, she can continue. Sasina, we can continue. Pomajika.
Yeah. Sound engineer. Yeah.
Ishabu Brian. And we are also blessed by the presence of Mpomajika, the sound engineer of Solly Moholo's music from time to time. Can you please tell us more, Papa, about your relationship and your work with the late Solly Moholo?
Yeah, it was a very, very nice relationship. So, but at the same time, it was hard in terms of hard work. Yeah, we used to work very hard. I remember the last song we did, the Amapiano, and then we worked one song for more than 2 years. So that's the hard I'm talking about. So, but he was a very nice person, jolly person, always laughing. He will just wake up at 12 midnight and send you a voice note, laughing, forgetting that you are sleeping. So it was very nice experience as well, because I'm also an artist on the other side. So I was learning a lot from his hard work, from his concept as well. Yes.
Okay, great stuff. If he was here, what would you say to him right now? If he was here, if you had any last words to say to Ntate Moholo, what would you say to him?
I will definitely say it's hard. We'll miss you. However, I think you have to rest well because you really, really did your job. You might be gone physically, but your music you will always be alive in our lives through your music.
Okay, that is Abuti Mpho Majika, and he has worked so closely with Ntate Solly Moholo, and they have made a difference in the work that they did, and that music has come back to the communities to impact us. Just to find out, is there anything that you have learned from him? Not just the work ethic that he had, not just the friendliness that he showed to you, even though you were working with him. What is the one thing that you have learned with you, and you are willing to take it to your grave? When the time comes, of course.
To take your brand seriously. That's why you can see it's just a memorial, but you can see how I try to dress. This is how he always represented himself. If it was somebody's memorial here, he will be wearing those khakis. It doesn't matter what kind of a work, he will be always be on the same attire, same protecting the brand. He took his brand very serious, so that's one thing I've learned.
Well, we continue to learn as the community of Ntate Solly Moholo, his audience, his children, and also Abuti Mpho has also learned to take your work serious. Can we also implement that in our lives from our legend, our icon, Ntate Solly Moholo? Thank you. And now we are blessed by the presence of Ntate Semi Arangwana. He would like to say a few words to the late Ntate Solly Moholo and also the relationship they had and the impact he made in his life. Ntate Semi.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm so excited to be here today. And I'm from Mafikeng. I'm in the radio industry. I'm a music compiler. For the past 25 years, I've been playing Solly's music, more especially way back when he was called Solomon Molokwane, until he went solo and he started calling himself Solly Moholo, and he went big. He was so big in the music industry. We were together, we were playing his music, and most of the time when I'm an MC, in most gospel shows, I used to come across him. We'll sit, chat, and talk about anything that concern us in the industry as men. We will enjoy when we are together. And basically, I think the music of Solly Moholo has impacted a lot of us, even if I was working with this music. But I strongly believe that our listeners were highly entertained, were highly healed, where the music was Solly we ile wa ba beya mo alignmenteng ya bophelo. So re a leboga ka the race that Solly has run, got the contribution in life, got the legacy that Solly has left in our lives. We are so excited about everything. Re a lla well Solly re tlohetse mara ha tsamaya fela ba gaetso. We are so happy Solly o re tloheletse boswa. Solly o re tloheletse music wa hae, and ke feel hore ene ke a wisha hore ekare a person o mo aka image wa ka tsweletsang se Solly a neng a re fa sona mo this industry. Ke a leboga ba gaetso Solly ine le boss mo mererong ya music. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ntate Semi. Just one more question. If you had anything last to say to him, if he was here or he was listening, what would you say to him right now?
I'll say Brazil ke kopa ro square tlogela wa tlhokofala. Unfortunately, Brazil o tsamaile, and se 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 nka molelang sona ne ke tla molela Brazil. Since you starta more solo career ya how you concentrated a lot more addressing current issues, political issues. Ne ke tle ho mo kopa Brazil just for some few years, just deviate, stop a little bit about addressing those things. Just keep on go opela dipina go ya ka mokgodi kwa dilo mo sefeleng ka teng ka gonne Solly ha opela sefela a se interpreter ka di action tsa hae. I still remember this year I was an MC in town. There was a big gospel show wa itirile Solly ha opela batho ke he balla gore la bofelofelo a opela mo wa khuba maka mangwele mo wa pola kuana gagwe mo wa fofa a dira tsotsotlhe tse le gore batho ba dira. But henke be Solly a le teng mainly ne ke tlo mara ke re Solly stopa go continue go tshameka music addressing the current issues and focus more go opeleng difela. Ke a leboga.
Okay, Ntate Semi re lebohile so much. Thank you. O ka nne tsonya go tlaleletsa mantse papa?
Ai le nna ke la ka leo a ke sa na mangwe ke na le ke bona batho ke bona ntate shu wa le solo wa berekile le Brasoli, and then ke bona Patrick ke mmeditse bana ke biditse ntate Patrick Bokaba o berekile le Brasoli la mona ke ntate Machanse ya khopela Patrick ya no atumela ka pele mo Machanse le wena a re no tsena ka pele ba khalabe re le fe Brasoli a bofelo le botsa setšhaba gore ka mokgone le bereka le yena Brasoli nna le nghodisitse especially wena yo wena nghodisitse re rutile music no rekisa di-cassette tsaka no rekisa di-cassette tsaka ya Brasoli a mpotsa gore cassette mona o ska tswatse o tsamaye Rustenburg ka ikae o tsamaye ne re hira le trailer o sa le small
Okay,
ke Machanse ke Patrick Bokaba banna ba itse Brasoli thata.
Okay, Ashe Ntate Machansi guy. Can you please tell us more about your music and your relationship with the late Ntate Solly Moholo?
Well, Solly Moholo ke thomela music in 97. And then I feel so bad or tlohetse. Ne le braya ka ke mo phonela almost every morning. Ke motsosa ke re Moholo sa re betsa ka nako ra wa mena Machansi nga se re ba le ka nako. Le ha ya Botswana o mfounetsa re Machansi khalon tshepisa nkisa lunch. Nna ke ba Botswana ke isa wena lunching go jisa di-chops. So unfortunately Botswana o buile as a sharp and then le album ya hae ke latlhile botsotsi ne santse re le second a nkemisa ke feta mo yena mo la ka BM mara Master Machansi ke nyo go kusa something a ndlalla yona ile demo mara because nna ne ke focusitse mo dance music ya bona ke mo jika jikisa ke ra Moholo a ka o leba ba theki utlwa e release ke CCP yo ka re bana ke tlwetse hit eso entswa mo matsohong. Yeah, but well, he was a friend to me. Le ka le sola mamaka o tlile and supporta o performile throughout the proceedings of funeral le after. Yeah, and then baba nchike itse ba itse re Machanse le Moholo nkile ba le beef. I'm so happy gore o tsamaile re lokisitse tabaka le yena. Yeah, ne re phela bo botle. He was a friend to me. Ke tlo mo hopola Moholo.
Okay, and do you have any last words for him?
Well, my last word to him, Gore, he must rest in peace. Untluetse ke sana hana. Untshepiste lunch Moholo, mara o pale o buile Botswana se sharp, baba.
Okay, ra leboha Ntate Machansi. And now we are with Patrick. Patrick, can you please tell us more about your presence here today and the impact that Ntate Moholo's music has done in your life and what you've learned from him, and if you have any last words for him?
No, thank you so much for this opportunity, first and foremost. Let me just start by saying I was inspired. If one is a leader, the first thing that he does to communities, to those that he spends time with, he will be someone to inspire people with his good works. And Solly Moholo has changed the landscape of South African gospel music, and not only I think South Africa, but beyond South African boundaries as well. He's done so much, he's done so well that he has impacted on lives, of many lives of people, especially not only in the gospel or within the gospel parameters, but also outside the gospel space. Because I'll tell you why. There are many people who would listen to Solly Moholo's music. Bale go di tavening, ne? Mujita vaya ka kolwe bethile slatla fela a chapa music wa Solly Moholo. And man motho a follow gospel music. So he's the one who came with this such a music, playing with beautiful lyrics that would draw people to God to understand. Because Morana Jesu are kita le ruta go tshwasa ka Sesotho or go tshwara ditlhapi, mara not ditlhapi go tshwara batho, winning souls. So one of the things that Solly did over the years, so many years, he won souls, many souls to God. So he converted many souls, and the unbelievers ended up being believers. So I want to say to him, because not long ago, I think about during the COVID time, so Shanguve Crossing, one of the local music radio stations, invited me, him, and we performed Kososhanguve Crossing. And he performed, and after that it was me and stuff. And he was happy to see me and stuff. And around that time, I recorded a song. And there's a song that I want to sing today to make South Africa aware that this is the song that was inspired by the style of gospel music that Solly dashed out and gave out to people. So it's called Besuka. The lingo ya makasi, lingo ya mostrateng, ibitsa batho ka mokgo. But he's the only one who used to do that, because gospel used to be a formal kind of music genre. But Solly changed all that. Solly changed all that, and today on a gospel piano, you like it or not, but people don't know what it all started with him, and all that. And I'm glad that you interviewed Machance. He's a good friend of mine, and he just said it now. The first thing that I did today, and he gave me the whole story, what happened between the two of them about the story. But it's a very beautiful story, because Nasnadi beefy, and stuff, but all people from all and sundry, South Africa and beyond, from all walks of life, people from higher places, and stuff. He is the kind of an artist who would relate with anyone. So I just want to say, Awit Solly, you have impacted on many lives here in South Africa and beyond because of the style of music. You made gospel to be easy. You made gospel to be easy. For those who didn't like gospel, today they can dance to gospel music and gospel tunes and the styles of gospel because of you. I have a gospel album today. I think I was inspired by him. Why? Because I have few tracks telling tsa lingo ya mo Pitori and elmo strateng and all that. So I want to say your contribution was immense, and you have left an indelible mark in many of South African folks' hearts. So thank you so much for what you did, and we will continue with your legacy. We will take the baton and move on to the other generations and tell them about you. They will know about you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Patrick. As he said, the indelible mark that you have made. As we wrap up today, oh, pardon me. Hi, they're gonna cut it out. Don't worry. Can I get your name, please? And now we are joined by one of the Ngabinde brothers. He has a few words to say about Ntate Solly Moholo. Can we start? Can you just give a short introduction and how you relate to the late Ntate Solly Moholo?
My name is Ntokozo Wakonkabinde, and I'm from the South African National Defence Force, and I'm representing an artist, of which Ubab Solly Moholo was part of those artists. Kushuguti, we were invited at first to come and just explain the project that we are running, or rather as artists, to bring soldiers. Remember, people when they have England, Yama soldier, they think of guns and all that, but we wanted to bring them to Christ so that they can understand that we are peacekeepers. So the best and suitable way to do that was to bring umuntu ofana noBaba Solly Moholo. Why? Because he has a very positive impact ebantwini abaningi. We called uButu Mphotusago noBaba Solly Moholo and then Ngabinde brothers as well, so to come and join and when this project it be a success. So today mina ngumZulu waseNatal kodwa ngenxa kaBaba Solly Moholo ebengikhulumisa iSpedi lina kuyakhona ubulela byanoma. So ngifuna ukusho ukuthi uBaba Solly Moholo played a very vital role. Khona manje as we speak kune trust fund from abantwana abazali babo abashona along the way mhlambe empini. Now because of the contribution ya Baba Solly Moholo Mphotusago and then Ngabinde brothers within the SANDF, kunemali ephumayo from album ereleasiwe, which is Baba Solly Moholo Mphotusago and Ngabinde brothers. They released an album okuguthi ama royalties wa that album goes to labantwana laba bashonele abazali within the SANDF. So Baba Solly Moholo played a very vital role in the SANDF. So that is how much he was impactful, Baba Solly Moholo.
We appreciate you so much. He is from the South African National Defence Force and the Ngabinde brothers, and he speaks so profound of the good work that Ntate Solly Moholo has done within the SANDF and within the communities and the children of the soldiers who lose their life in the process of work, on the line of duty rather. And we would like to appreciate you so much for coming here to honor him, and we shall continue honoring him and appreciating the beautiful work that he has done in our communities. Is there any other closing words you'd like to say? Rather, if he was here, what would you like to say to him if he was here?
Baba Solly Moholo, under defense, we still need you. I'm a soldier, all of us, even as I'm an artist to SANDF, we still need you. But igama lakho liyohlala limile each and every time. We'll always remember you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.